Strong winds have been the signature of the Andalucía Challenge de Cádiz, and after 3 days that was now joined by heavy overnight showers. Testing conditions therefore for all harbouring hopes of Challenge Tour glory. Chief among them, England Matt Baldwin at 9 under, Pep Anglès at 10 under, and his fellow Spaniard Alfredo Garcia Heredia at 12 under par. The overnight leader began brightly too. This his third shot to the par 5 second hole. He would set up a fairly straightforward early birdie, his round up and running. Another delicate approach, this time at the par 4 fourth, saw him rewarded with a second gain. There was plenty of movement up ahead too. Marcel Schneider, currently leading the Road to Mallorca rankings, with this putt for birdie. The German, one of only 2 players to keep a clean card, would finish in a share of 5th. Better still was the young and supremely talented amateur Edouard Rousseau, once again proving his worth on this global stage. Almost a chip-in eagle here, he would convert the birdie and finish in 4th place alone. That's 2 consecutive top 5s if you're counting. As for Baldwin, the Englishman remained keen to keep the leader in sight, and did so with this testing putt for birdie. Just short of the par 5 8th in 2, this chip would set up the third of 4 front 9 gains. Pep Anglès had enjoyed a quieter start, just 1 under par for the outward 9, but his fortunes soon changed. A birdie at the 11th preceded this putt for a birdie at 12, and he would go on to birdie the 13th as well. Baldwin remained in touch throughout though, a birdie of his own at the 13th secured before firing this tee shot at the par 3 15th, in the last bid before facing the tough closing stretch. As for Anglès, he'd found the bunker and knew it was vital to make up and down. Two holes later at the daunting 17th, Anglès found the trees off the tee and would eventually face this for bogey. As a result, he would head to the 18th tee with just a 1-shot lead. Garcia Heredia hadn't made a birdie since the 8th hole, but still found himself with a putt to potentially force a playoff at the last. It meant Anglès would have this for the title. He makes it and wins the Andalucía Challenge de Cádiz. A hard-fought final round, during which all 3 members of the last group at some point held the lead. Elsewhere on the leaderboard, a couple of familiar names, Hurley Long and Christian Krogh Johannesson, up to 5th and 8th in the Road to Mallorca rankings respectively. Garcia Heredia gains entry to next week's grand final, courtesy of his 2nd place finish. But it's his compatriot Anglès who takes the plaudits, a maiden Challenge Tour title for Pep in Cádiz.